Hi guys, I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in color therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Well, did you? I didn't think so. Now, today, during the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colors, numbers, and the alphabet. Now, I work with an incredible sequence of beautiful dual colored oil bottles like these ones here and essence sprays. And of course, Pythagorean numerology, which I've always found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today during the live, then leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. I'm looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences today during the live. So hello, Angelina. It's nice to have you here with me today. How are you? Leave your date of birth in the chat if you'd like me to do some insights with you today. I'm also going to be using my beautiful Cosmic Family Oracle cards during the live today as well. So these feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters, just to add an extra layer of information for you today as well. Okay, my love? So if you're watching today's live and you'd like some insights with me, then remember to drop your date of birth in the chat. Before we go into all of this, though, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all the new subscribers that are watching me and have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it, and it definitely has made a big difference on helping the channel to grow. I also wanted to mention as well an amazing interview I did this morning with Debbie Solaris, who's going to be appearing on next week's Cosmic Conversations. She channels the Arcturian council, and she taps into the Akashic records. So she had an incredible experience, visitation actually, or a stepping into another worldly dimension where she met the Arcturian council a few years ago, and since then it's completely changed her life. So she's an amazing woman to learn lots of galactic wisdom from. All right. And yeah, other than that, I actually published a really interesting interview with Cooch and Victor Daniels, who blend both Eastern and Western astrology together, Vedic astrology, to be able to create a brand new reimagined system or zodiac system, which is fantastic to watch as well. So make sure you watch that episode as well. And also, I just posted this morning another Andromedan channeling that I did this week as well, where I actually spoke to Clara Aspinall from the Syrian Council once again, and she reminded us all that we are the divine mother of the divine. All right, so it was a nice little reminder there as well. So yeah, so much interesting content. Now, the purpose of today's live is really to start exploring you and your own date of birth and what that means for you. So during the lives, I like to do free insights for people so that you can look at your true soul purpose through your life path number and your day number influence, and also your personal year as well. So I like to look at everything holistically to be able to get information super accurate. So if you'd like me to do some insights for you as you're watching today's live, I'll also bring in your color influences as well and reveal what that says about you, and using the beautiful Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well. So it all starts with your date of birth. And, if you don't know much about numerology, it is a study of your date of birth and the metaphysical qualities of the numbers within your date of birth and the patterns that are involved in that as well. So not only am I looking at that, but I'm looking at your arrows of individuality, which means that it adds in some really powerful extra layers of information about your soul contract and your personality blueprint as well. So yeah, if you love numerology and all things galactic and anything that's going to help you to decompress your central nervous system using color therapy, then you're in the right place. And yeah, so as we go through today's live. I'm going to be picking these cards out from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, and I'm going to pick a card out for the collective now. So you love numerology, do you, Angelina? Wonderful. That's great to hear, isn't it? You're in the right place then. So this is a card that's coming out for the collective. So anybody who's watching me live right now, and it is Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Zadkiel, the angel of mercy, the 33 energy that comes through, which is about forgiveness, compassion, and transformation. So if you've just joined today's live, then this message is for you right now, that maybe have a bit more mercy on yourself or people around you or the world in general. You may be going through a bit of a transformation in your own life right now as well. So releasing old grief, realizing the illusion of separation and loss. And it might be time to forgive yourself, your parents, or the creator. So sometimes when you go through that process of forgiving all three, it can really set you free. And it's just about remembering to have more compassion, isn't it? You know, with everybody around you. You don't know what, you know, has led up to them behaving in certain ways on particular days. So always have a bit of compassion that they may have just had a really bad day, you know. So yeah, you know, it's if you love numerology and you'd like me to do some insights for you today during today's live, then the purpose of the live really is to start looking deeper into your personality blueprint through your date of birth, and looking specifically at your day number influence, your life path influence, and your personal year cycle influences as well. So if you'd like me to do some insights for you today during the live, then remember to drop your date of birth into the chat, and we can get the ball rolling today. We can start exploring your numerology. All right. So you're learning to become more compassionate. Are you, Angelina? Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. I think we all need to start learning that lesson, because we tend to judge people, don't we, based around our expectations of them, or how we think people should be behaving. And it's often, you know, not taking into consideration what's gone before them, you know, what's going on in their life at that moment in time that you meet them or your paths cross. And sometimes by just going, well, you know, this person may have just come out of an abusive relationship, or they may have lost somebody close to them, and that's why they are the way they are today. And tomorrow you could meet them and they could be have completely different energy. So, you know, I think compassion is very, very important. It's almost key, isn't it? Okay, so we'll start with you then, Angelina, today. All right. So, Angelina, you were born on the 25th of October. So, lovely Scorpio. I do tend to connect really well with Scorpios. All my closest female friends are Scorpios. So, the 25th of October 1988. And people come to you to talk about their problems, do they? Well, you're a 7, you see. You're a day number 7, which is the seeker of truth. So, you know, you love the mysteries, the illusions, the miracles, the magic, and the faith of life as well. So you love exploring what lays beyond the veil, you know, in the subconscious. You know, so it's a really explorative number, the 7, which is your day number. Now, if we look at that in color form, then it actually relates to bottle number 7 in the color mirrors system, which is this beautiful bottle here called Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, or the king of Atlantis. So the turquoise ray comes up as bottle number 7, which brings in past life connections for you in Atlantis. So it may be that you have soul memories that resurface for you in this incarnation of what you were doing in Atlantis. So maybe you were working with crystals, or Reiki, or energy healing like sound therapy, and those memories may start resurfacing for you in this incarnation, and you may, you know, start to realize who you were during those incarnations and timelines. Now, the other thing is that the 7 is really all about justice and equality. So you like fairness. So you're a supporter of the underdog. You don't like things to be unfair. You know, you really do like, you know, justice. So the 7s are great. I'm a day number 7 as well. So often 7s as well, they like to live by the ocean, Angelina. And, you know, you can see that there, you know, you might like to live by the ocean, or you do, or you desire to live by the ocean. Now, your life path number is a 9, 10, 18, 19, 26, 27, 28, 29, 34. You're actually a life path 7 as well. So whenever your day number and your life path are the same, it sort of compounds and amplifies the qualities of that number within your personality blueprint and, of course, your true soul purpose as well. So remember, the 7s have to learn through their own experiences. So no one can tell you how to live your life. You may have to do it your own way. And even if that means that sometimes you have to fall, get back up, dust yourself off, it's just how you operate, you see. You are very well equipped to deal with very difficult or challenging emotional situations in your life, though, because you've got the arrow of emotional balance, all the numbers on the soul plane, which means that, you know, you can navigate very difficult or challenging emotional stormy waters. So you love the ocean, do you? Yeah, I thought you might. So yeah, you've got really good emotional balance. You're actually fiercely independent as well. Having 2 8s in your birth chart amplifies your independence, that sense of organization, and that desire for you to be in control as well. So I often say to people with 2 8s, you know, did you get the chance to travel when you were younger? And if not, do you feel quite restless in your life right now? You know, I'd be interested to find out. So yeah, you're a very independent person. And also, you've got the arrow of determination, the 1, 5, and 9, which gives you lots of persistence in life to achieve your goals and dreams. So you're a bit like a dog with a bone, you know, you'll see your goals through to finality, no problems whatsoever. So it's a real strength, that as well. Now, the 25 can have trust issues. So the turquoise ray relates to trust and where you trust or don't. So many 25s have maybe been betrayed or fear betrayal, or they have trust issues with people as well that can come up. So, you know, also learning to trust thyself as well as a major lesson. So 7s, if you're living in the shadow of the 7, you might be a bit secretive, or you might be a bit private. You know, these are the things that can come up with the 7 energy when it's expressed in a negative aspect. But you see, the 7 is very much the seeker of truth. You know, you're a philosopher. There's the philosopher archetype energy that comes up with the 7s as well. Now, your year that you're in at the moment in your 9-year cycle is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're actually right at the end of your 9-year cycle. So there you go. So you are private, yeah. You know, and that's interesting because, you know, a lot of the time the 9 is like completion. So lots of things coming to an end for you potentially this year. So I'm in my 9 as well this year, and I'm finding the same thing taking place. It's like anything that no longer serves you needs to kind of fall away, and you've got to let go of it, you know, and then try and hold off if you're making any big changes in your life until next year when you move into a personal year 1, which will bring about new opportunities, you know, maybe moving house or changing jobs or whatever. That can play itself out as well as you move into next year. Yeah. So I'll pick a card out for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. And the card that comes up for you today is, wow, the Ascended Master, White Tara. Okay, card number 108. And she is on the 8th rainbow ray of integration, and that's also about detoxification. So you may find that you're going through a bit of a detox at the moment, both, you know, sort of physically, emotionally, and mentally, but also you're integrating new lessons that you may have learned, you know, on your own spiritual ascension journey. So integration is a huge part of you know, soul evolution, because you can't, you know, keep on learning and then not integrating what you've learned so far. So you're going through a big process of integration. Yeah. So the rainbow ray is beautiful. She's the Chowan, actually, White Tara of the rainbow ray. So you might be detoxing at the moment, looking at what you're putting into your body, you know, how you can eat less refined foods or drink less alcohol or whatever it is. So it's a great process to go through that because it will promote longevity as well. Yeah, it is a great card, isn't it? I love White Tara. Oh, well, if you're watching today and you'd like me to do some insights for you today during today's live, then remember to drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. And if you'd like some insights with me today during today's live, then drop me, as I said, drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I'll do the rest. And Angelina says, oh my God, yes, I'm detoxing and changing my diet. There you go. You see, Angelina, you're following the breadcrumbs, aren't you, at the moment? Now, Angelina, if you loved that and you'd like to delve deeper into your Starseed Numerology report, I can create a report for you that looks at more deeply, obviously, into your birth chart and your name chart as well, and the major influences in your astrology. And it's the purpose of it is really to help you to understand where your soul has originated from after leaving source consciousness. So it will reveal whether you're from Andromeda like I am, or Arcturus, or Lyra, or the Pleiades, or Sirius, or Orion, or Antares, or Alpha Draconia. And of course, that will help you to define your mission. The reports are very good at decoding your true soul purpose, your strengths and weaknesses, and the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures through your pyramids, which are your peak years of maturity. So yeah, if you'd like me to create a full Starseed Numerology report for you, then there is a link in the description on this video that will take you through to order that nice and securely through the online shop. And they're on special offer today for only 59 Australian dollars. And then just remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth as well, if you know it, and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by. And then just give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right. Great. Now, if you are watching me live today during the live and you'd like me to do some insights for you today, then remember to introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and drop your date of birth into the chat as well. It's always key when you're doing numerology to have a few birth dates to work with. So I can do the next person to leave their date of birth will get the next insights with me. And I'm doing free insights today during today's live. All right. Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Angelina. Now, this is a card that's coming up for the collective. So it's for anybody who's watching me live right now. And that's Melchizedek. Interesting. Now, this is probably the highest vibration card in my deck. And Melchizedek is the king of righteousness. So the card is, he's on the 12th pearl ray of unity consciousness. So it asks you to step out of judgment. It's because judgment that keeps you in separation and away from unity. So looking at areas in your life where you're still judging either yourself or the people or the world in general, and trying to limit those judgments, or at least become aware of your judgments. And, you know, through doing that, you'll find a unification process taking place, which is always, you know, a beautiful thing, isn't it? Don't you think? Now, if there's anybody, everyone's quite quiet today, aren't they, Angelina? There you go. Hello to Jesus Christ, Son of Man. It's nice to have you here today as well. Is that the real Jesus Christ here in today's live? Hopefully it is. I'm sure if it is you, Jesus, then hopefully you'll approve of what we're doing today. There you go. So maybe it is. Who knows? I mean, I do tend to. I actually speak to Yeshua every morning when I'm taking my dogs out for a walk around the park. So I have a whole heap of ascended masters that I communicate with. So my early morning ritual when I'm taking the dogs out is I always say, I Hayden Crawford, wish to ask my highest and brightest angels and guides, and then I name them all. So like Ezekiel, Yeshua, and Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Lady Master Nada and White Tara, Kuan Yin and Lady Portia, Pallas Athena and Seraphina, Isis and Diana, the moon goddess, Melchizedek and Metatron, El Moya, Lord Lanto, Buddha and Krishna, Saint Germain and the energy of Merlin the magician, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, Kuthumi, Sanat Kumar and Lord Maitreya, Babaji and Yogananda, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel and Raphael, Raziel, Zadkiel, Sandalphon and Jophiel, Haniel and Ariel, the Andromedan Council alike, the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Hydians, Mintarkans, Ancient Lyrans, and the White Brotherhood from the Blue Lodge on Sirius B+, Arnes, Grobeth, and Oriel Tishiran. And then I ask them for what I want. So I've got a bit of a huge galactic team, put it that way. Yeah, that I communicate with daily. So hopefully you're all, you know, speaking to your angels and guides as well. It does make a difference, you know, because when you ask for assistance, they have to deliver. Well, they don't have to, I suppose, but they normally tend to oblige. So Stephen, nice to see you. to Stephen Yorkdale. That's a nice name. Whereabouts are you? So you're born in Washington, D.C. at 7:37 a.m. on the 29th of October. Brilliant. Well, we're going to have a look at doing you next, Stephen. Okay. So lovely to meet you here today. All right. So we've got Stephen Yorkdale, the 29th of October, 1970. Whereabouts are you living now, then, Stephen? So you've got a day number 11, you've got a life path number 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 29. Wow. So you're a 29 day number. And whenever you add up all the numbers in your date of birth, it also totals number 29. So this is about attaining grace under pressure. This is what this incarnation is for you. So you've chosen quite a difficult incarnation this time round, Stephen, because you wanted to have a swift evolution of soul. So on your soul contract that you signed before you came to Earth, you sort of said, look, throw it all at me. I want to evolve quickly. So I want to go through a divorce, separation from family, even separation in country in the more extreme scenarios. So, people who aren't really serious about their soul evolution do not incarnate with the 29/11 energy. So you've chosen the path of the master. That's why the 11 is a master number vibration. In Pythagorean numerology, there's only 3 master numbers, the 11, 22, and 33. And you've got the 11. Bottle 11 is duality in the color mirrors, which is this one here. You can see bottle number 11. So it's all about good and bad, black and white, right and wrong. And so your life is never going to be gray. It's going to be either really, really good or really, really bad. It'll be like up and down like a yo-yo. But this does mean, though, you're very well equipped to become a good life coach, spiritual teacher, or social worker, because you can only really ever take people as far as you've been yourself, right? So this is you, the guide for humanity as we evolve into the new golden age of Aquarius. So I always say that this is the archetype of the Olympic spiritual athlete. So you may be clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, and you can tap into all of those beautiful psychic gifts that you've got as well, Stephen, right? Your year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is a 4. So you may work quite hard this year, Stephen, because you're in a personal year 4, but it's derived from number 13, which is karmic. So the karma of the 13 is that you'll work hard, for everything this year. So head down, bum up, get cracking and get organized, So a lot of the time in your personal year 4, you're building solid structures and foundations, either within your body or within your business, you see, which is super cool as well. And thank you for becoming a new YouTube member, Stephen. I appreciate that. That's wonderful, isn't it? Thank you. Always nice to have new members here as well. So thank you for that. Now, you're hypersensitive. You've got a bit of a weak soul protection. So you get very easily hurt by people. So just the little throwaway comments that people make can sometimes deeply upset you. So someone could say to you, Stephen, you look really tired today. And you were like, oh my God, do I look old and haggard? And then you were like, right, they're dead to me. There is this energy that comes up with the arrow of hypersensitivity. Yeah. Now, on top of all of that, you've got the arrow of frustration. So this is the lack of the 4, 5, and 6 in your birth date. So this means that, there would have been some difficulties or challenges for you as you were growing up. So it may have been, sibling rivalry, ill health, or feeling like you didn't fit in with the world around you when you were growing up. So, a lot of the time, that could have been your first look at issues of separation with your parents separating, or maybe, you may have lost one of your parents or whatever when you were growing up as well. Yeah. So it's an interesting energy, but also, you've got 2 isolated 9s in your birth chart, which means you're very ambitious, you're very idealistic. So you can look at the world through rose-tinted spectacles a little bit sometimes. But also, you carry a big sense of responsibility, a little bit of sacrifice that may come up in your life in either love, health, or money. So, one of those 3 things may become a bit of a pattern of loss as you move through your life. So Stephen goes, you nailed it. Oh, thank you. So you lost your dad at 15 years old, did you? Yeah. It's often the way when you've got the arrow of frustration, it can bring in, those difficulties, You know, you may have been bullied as well at school because you are so sensitive, because you've got that double 11 energy. So you present yourself as the mirror to everybody around you. So people are either going to really love you or not, you know. And so you'll mirror back to them the things about themselves that they really love or that they really don't like, you know. So a lot of people will eventually, you know, come to you for guidance and counseling, and, you know, because you're an empath, you know, you're a very good listener and everything as well. So this year you're in a personal year 4. So when you get to a personal year 4, you know, it's a great year for building solid foundations and structures, either within your body or within your business. So as I said, it may be a year where you'll work quite hard this year because it derives from karmic number 13. But that's okay, because sometimes we get a lot out of the years that we, you know, that we do when we put in a lot of effort. So Shannon, nice to see you as well. So Stephen says, I've been told and I'm an Arcturian starseed. Ah, there you go. Interesting, isn't it? I was speaking to an Arcturian starseed this morning on Cosmic Conversations podcast that I host, called Debbie Solaris. So check out that podcast interview when I publish it next Wednesday, because she had a profound experience where she ended up getting on board the Athena, which is an Arcturian spaceship in our Milky Way. And she met the Arcturians and they changed her life, basically. So very, very powerful. I am an Andromedan starseed with Sirian and Pleiadian connections as well. So yeah, I'm glad that you've started to tap into to all of that. You know, it's important. If you want me to confirm it for you, I specialize in creating a report, Stephen, which is called a Starseed Numerology Report. So I look at your major influences in your numerology through your birth chart and your name chart as well, because remember, your name carries a vibration too, through your soul urge number and your outer expression number and your complete name number, but also the major influences in your astrology, and like your sun, your moon, your north node, and your ascendant. And I reveal your galactic origins, your past life implications and karmic lessons, as well as your starseed origin through the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart at the time that you're born, using ancient Hopi techniques. So it is like a map of your soul, and it'll help you to understand what your mission is. When you fully understand where your soul has come in from, it helps you get very clear on your mission. And so if you'd like me to do that, just click the link in the description. There's a special offer on that today for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US. And that's 22 pages of tailor-made information all about you as well. Yeah. There you go. So if you want to donate something, then just there's a live gift sort of chat live thing that you can donate through on my page. So I don't know how it works, to be fair. But there is the opportunity to drop a donation if you want to. I do appreciate that. That's so sweet. There you go. You did it. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. And did you want me to have a look at doing your wife, Victoria Yorkdale, as well? Would you want me to explore her birth chart as well? Shannon, nice to see you here today as well. I will have a look at doing your birth chart today during the live, so make sure you stick around. I'll have a look at doing you after we've had a look at Victoria Yorkdale. All right, so Victoria Yorkdale is next up on today's live. Oh, no, I'm going to flash that back on the screen because I like that. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Excellent. Okay, so we're having a look next then at Victoria. So Victoria's born on, I guess that was the 6th, yeah, the 6th of March. Because if you're in America, you tend to do it around the other way to us in Perth, in Western Australia, which is where I am. I'm in WA. So you've got she's got a day number 6, a life path 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 23, 26, 32 is a 5, and then a beautiful 3, 4 is a 1, a personal year 1. So the 9, the 6, the 2 6s, the 3, and the 7. Interesting that you. There you go, the 6th of March. Yeah, so Vicky is your wife. Is she watching with you now? So Victoria, it's nice to meet you. There you go. So you can see that. Okay. So Victoria, you've also got the arrow of hypersensitivity in your birth chart. And this is probably why you connect up so well with Stephen, you know, because you're both very, very sensitive souls. My husband's got this arrow as well, Mark, my husband, who's born on the same day as me. Can you believe it? But he's got the arrow of hypersensitivity. I don't, because he's 1 year older. So yeah, you also have a bit of a weak soul protection. So you two will be very careful with each other, not to upset each other, because sometimes people with the arrow of hypersensitivity can feel a bit misunderstood, and they tend to avoid confrontations as well. So she is watching, yeah? Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, hypersensitive like yourself. So you'll have common ground, you know, with your sensitivity. But look at this. She's got the arrow of intellect, the 3, 6, and 9, all the numbers on the mind plane. So, you know, Vicky, you know, you're very bright. You're a bit of a clever clogs, you know. So you've got a very active mind. So you're always thinking, analyzing, rationalizing, philosophizing. You know, your mind will go 10 to the dozen. So your long-term memory might be a lot better than your short-term memory. So, you know, you'll remember all the names of the people that you went to primary school with, but you won't remember necessarily what you ate for your tea last night. You'll be like, what did I eat for my tea last night? So there is this aspect of, you know, being very bright, but, you know, sometimes the memory, the short-term memory can be affected with that. Hello there to Starlight Cosmic Voyager. It's nice to have you here with me today as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, what we can also notice about you, Victoria, is that you are very maternal. You've got a beautiful day number 6, and then you've got a life path number 5. So you're a lover, not a hater, put it that way. So if we look at your soul colors through the color mirrors, bottle number 6 is called Venus, the planet of love, which is this beautiful pink ray. Bottle number 6 is Venus. Of course, this is all about unconditional love. So you're a nurturer. You've got maternal energy, very creative. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have a beautiful home, you know, full of plants and nicely interior designed and a real safe haven for your family, because you like aesthetics. You know, a lot of 6s are good with design, aesthetics. They're nurturers. Sometimes they can be rescuers if you're living in the shadow of the 6. So 6s sometimes can attract people with narcissistic personality disorder. Not saying that you are, Stephen, but you might have come across narcissistic people in the past. So your lesson is to learn to self-love rather than putting everybody else's needs above your own, because otherwise you may fall into the shadow of the 6, which is the victim. Now, you've got 2 6s actually in your birth chart as well, Victoria, which means that for you can be a bit possessive of your family because you love them so much that you don't want anybody else getting involved, you know. But you may also, if you're living in the shadow of the 6, you know, if you're down in the dumps or depressed or whatever, you might find that, you know, you could end up feeling self-sabotage, addictions, worry or anxiety, you know, the exact opposite of creativity, which is destruction, you know. So there is that sort of potential if you are out of alignment. As a life path number 5, though, you know, you have an insatiable appetite for freedom. So you need to travel, you know, you need to explore the world. You need to go to different cultures, go to different countries, and, you know, you need to explore. The 5 is mercurial. Bottle 5 in the color mirrors is Mercury, this beautiful green energy. So you can see your soul colors are pink and green, the colors of the heart chakra. So they're like the heart chakra energies. So you're a loving person who needs a lot of freedom. So your dominant themes in your life are freedom and love. You know, it's very beautiful, really. So you've got like a driving intensity of feeling. So the 5 is the center of the emotional plane. So you've got to be able to express yourself freely. So you always need to surround yourself with people that will allow you to express yourself freely. And so as you move through your life, you've got to learn to let go of old masks of who you once were. You've got to be honest with yourself about what it is that you truly want out of your life. And if any part of you wants to hide, you know, it'll make life quite difficult for you. So learning to let go, you know, of old masks, old identities, you know, let them go. Don't hold on to old identities. Ah, thank you, Starlight. That's so sweet of you. Starlight goes, this is sweet. I really like your energy. Oh, no. Well, you're very welcome here. I'm glad that, you know, you're enjoying today's live, and you can throw your hat into the ring. Of course you can. With a name like that, Starlight Cosmic Voyager, just drop your date of birth into the chat and we can have a look at you after Shannon. Okay, we're having a look at Shannon next, and then we'll have a look at doing your birth chart as well. Now, Victoria, you're in a personal year 1 this year. So this means that it is a year for like new beginnings. So it's a great year like to move house or change jobs or get out of an old relationship, you know, if it's not working for you. So when you get into a personal year 1, it's like all hell breaks loose. You know, it's all these really exciting things that can come in for you as well. And thank you so much, Stephen Yorkdale. And Vicky says a great big thank you. You nailed it again. Well, Stephen, I always say that colors and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie, not colors and numbers. So when we learn to decode the language of light, we get really accurate information that we can really rely on. So yeah, watch out for those big changes, new opportunities coming in for you this year as well, Victoria. You know, they're coming. You know, it's where the unmanifest becomes manifest. It's where all those rockets of desire that you've launched many moons ago all of a sudden start slipping through the cracks and you start seeing them showing up in your life. There you go. Oh, that's nice of you, Starlight. You're happy to wait. You're born on the 4th of October. Another Libran like me. All the best people are Librans, Starlight. We're very cosmic, aren't we? It's funny, when I was talking to Debbie Solaris earlier on, she was saying a lot of Andromedans are Librans. And so it didn't surprise her when she checked out my, she did my Akashic records during the show to give me a very, very full and detailed description of my exact cosmic lineage through how I actually work. I actually went through the Andromedan galaxy and settled in Mirash in the Andromedan constellation, which I knew, but she confirmed it for me, which was really cool. You know, it's great when that happens, isn't it? You're very welcome. I'm so pleased that's connected. I'll pick a card out for her as well before we come to you, Shannon. Shannon, whereabouts are you watching from, my love? If you drop me a little message, let me know where you're watching from, and we can explore your birth chart next. All right, so this is there you go. This is your, oh wow, look at that. Interesting as well. So, what I forgot to tell you as well is with fives are very good at mimicking other people. So always make sure you surround yourself with people at the top of their game. You know, you've got Judah, who's the Lyran leader. Can you see that? The Lyran leader, Judah. And it's about you leading the way into the new earth. So you've got like this fierce leadership sort of energy that's going on for you. And Judah, you know, being one of the lions of Judah, you know, this is a very positive dynamic. So if you surround yourself with people that are at the top of their game, you'll mimic them and you'll become at their level much quicker than they got to themselves. So that's why it's important for you to only have the best people in your life. You know, if you've got negatrons around you, then you've got the potential of mimicking them as well, you say. So Shannon, you're in New Orleans. There you go. Oh, and Shannon says, I hadn't dived into my Akashic records yet. That's why I'm so excited for this. Thank you for your time. Oh, well, you're very welcome. It's going to be exciting to see it. Hello to Miss Rose as well. How are you today? We'll have a look at doing your birth date today during the live as well. And you love watching my videos, do you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I don't mind you leaving. And this is what the whole purpose of today's live is to get through as many live readings as I possibly can. To give you guys, you know, more guidance and more understanding of the vast multidimensional potential and limitless potential that you hold, which is what my purpose is. Yeah, so that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, well, there you go. Hopefully that's connected with you, Victoria. You're going to be leading the way into the new earth. I love hearing that. That's so good. So come on then, crack on, step up. I'm more than happy to do your full report as well, by the way, Victoria. If you'd like me to do that for you too, then remember, just click the link in the bio to claim the special offer on the full 22-page tailor-made Starseed Numerology report. And that'll give you some real clarity around not only your cosmic origins, but also your past life implications, karmic lessons, and your true soul purpose as well. Okay, so we're having a look next at Shannon. Okay, so Shannon is here, born on the 15th, and Shannon explains the system. I love it. That's a great name as well, isn't it? So Shannon's born on the 15th, another day number 6. So, you know, what I was just saying to Vicky, because Vicky also has that 6 energy as a day number, would apply to you as well. Obviously, the compound number, the 15, is different from a pure 6, you know, or a 33-6 or whatever. But the, you know, we're not going to go too much into the compound elements of it during today's live. We want to just look at the, you know, the sort of the major influences that are surrounding you. So you are also a nurturer and a very loving energy, because you've got that beautiful Venus energy of your day number, you know, which is the planet of love. So you also emit a very nurturing maternal energy. So the 6s are the best healers, the best mothers, you know, and the best artists and designers as well. So there is this beautiful energy that emits from the day number 6s. But as I mentioned, you know, to Vicky, you know, the shadow of the 6 energy can be the rescuer. And then obviously there is this potential that 6s attract people with narcissistic personality disorder. Now, so you've got the 8, you've got the 7, 2 9s, 2 1s, and a 5. Okay. So, yeah, you've got a day number 6. You've got a life path number 9, 10, 18, 19, 25, 35, 40. So, Shannon, you're a life path 4. Number 4 is on the physical plane. So you're good with business. So 4s are very practical, very grounded. You know, they're very disciplined. They're very quite conservative in their values. And traditional, you know, there's that sense of loyalty, working hard, you know, the authoritarian. So the 4s often are very, very good in business, but they also make amazing teachers as well. So the amount of 4s that I meet that have become teachers, it's not even funny. And then 9, 10, 15, 16 is a 7. So you're in your personal year 7 this year as well. Okay, and you're very welcome, Shannon. Shannon goes, thank you for doing this. Ah, you're so welcome. There you go. And you thought your life path was a 22. It's funny because it can work out to be a 22 depending on how you work it out. In Pythagorean numerology, the way that I work it out, it totals a 4. But in other forms of numerology, you're absolutely right. You do come up as a master number vibration, the 22. So my sister's also the same. So when I always say to my sister, no, you're a 4, Becky, she's like, no, I'm not. I'm a master number 22 over 4. And I'm like, all right then. But you actually are, you know, so there are different ways of calculating it, but it carries that potential. Absolutely. So the 22 over 4s, you know, they work for humane organizations that work towards the betterment of humanity, because it's the master builder. But you see, there is a very practical essence with the 22s as well. So we always go 22/4 because it carries the energy of the empath and, you know, also the business person, if you know what I mean. So there is this desire that you want to be actively involved in business, but you want to do it for the collective rather than just for the self, you see. Yeah. Hello, dancing. There you go. Dancing D Mojo 2772. Nice to have you here with me today as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so if we look at the 4 in color form, this is bottle number 4. All right, and it's called Uranus, the planet of the future. So it's yellow over deep turquoise. Now, the big lessons for the 4s is to learn to let go of like old material aspects, or people, belief systems even, that no longer serve you, so that you can pave the way for new beginnings. So many 4s, you know, have to learn that lesson, that the art of detachment is a path to enlightenment. But you see, this also means that you can express that beautiful creative gift through your hands that you've got as well. So there is a gorgeous energy that's coming up from you, specific go as well. Now you've got the 7, 8, and 9. It's activity. So Shannon, you know, you're always zipping around all over the place, doing lots and lots of different things with lots and lots of different people. And you kind of need to learn to slow down a little bit. So make sure you surround yourself with people that are a little bit more zen than you are, because they will serve as a reminder that it's okay for you to do the same thing. So it's like, you know, it's almost like your central nervous system's on steroids, which is super cool as well. There you go. Oh, and there's your date of birth. Thank you. We'll have a look at exploring that for you today as well. Brilliant. I recognize your face. Where do I know your face from? I think, have you been following me on Facebook for a while? Dancing D Mojo. You also, Shannon, have this beautiful strong arrow of determination in your birth chart as well. The 1, 5, and 9, when that appears in your date of birth, it means you are somebody who's quite stubborn in the pursuit of your goals. So you won't start projects and stop them. You'll see them through to finality. This year, you're in a personal year 7, which is a powerful year as well of teaching what you know and you've learned so far. If you're in alignment, if you've completely gone off track in your life and you're stuck in a toxic relationship or in a job that no longer serves you, in your personal year 7, sometimes it can be a sacrifice. You might lose your job or lose that relationship, and it's only ever designed to get you back on track. So in numerology, we call the personal year 7 a Mack truck year. So it's where you metaphorically get run over by a truck, but it's only ever really designed, you know, to help you get back on track, if that makes sense. So how is it playing itself out for you, Shannon? I'd be interested to find out. Now, remember that the 22 energy is also connected to a bottle in the color mirror. It's called Forgiveness. It's a magenta bottle, and it's beautiful. And so as part of your path of soul evolution as well, you may also need to learn forgiveness. So forgiving the self, forgiving your creator, and, you know, forgiving your parents as well. Now, interesting thing is with past life implications that come up for you, potentially are as an Essene. A lot of the pink energy is connected to the Essenes, and they were the beings that saw in Jesus Christ. So whenever you've got like a 6 dynamic as dominant influence in your numerology, there is this sort of soul connection to those beautiful loving beings that saw in Yeshua. Yeah. It's Linda Brooks. I thought it was Linda. I thought I recognized you, the dancing deer. You've been following me since the beginning. I remember. Yeah, I remember you from ages ago. I did a Starseed reading for you in 2021, and I bought one of your courses. It's been a while since I caught you live. Yeah, I recognize your face straight away, actually. Yeah. Did you like the Starseed reading that you got? Hopefully you did. There you go. Oh, and Shannon says, I quit my job a couple of months ago so I could make a YouTube channel and share all the things that I've learned. I love hearing that. That's what I did like 12 years ago. I quit my job in corporate IT recruitment after 15 years of doing it. And I sold everything and I reinvented myself down in Margaret River, you know, for 4 years before I came back to Perth and continued. It's quite scary. It's what I call your magenta awakening. It's where you start awakening to doing your soul work on the planet. So it's not for the faint-hearted, Shannon. So I totally admire your courage, you know, because it is like taking a bit of a leap of faith. It really is. But it's the best thing that you ever do, because you're moving out of a space of exchanging your time for money and exchanging, you know, falling into faith and, you know, working with your spiritual team, in which case you're always looked after, which is amazing. Ah, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Linda says, yes, it was spot on and informative. And the course was wonderful as well. Ah, how cool is that? Well, I'm really pleased that that's connected with you. Brilliant. So, who shall we have a look at next then? So we've got Sadie. Hello, Sadie. It's nice to meet you. Sadie Nadu. We'll have a look at doing your birth chart today as well, Sadie. Okay. And we've got the Dancing Queen. We'll have a look at doing your birth chart today during today's live. But I think, who was next up? Was it you, Miss Rose? Oh, no, Starlight Cosmic Voyager. Starlight Cosmic Voyager. Oh, that's so sweet. I really appreciate that. And thank you once again as well to you, Steve Yorkdale, for dropping in such a generous amount as well. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much for being so awesome. I really appreciate that. That's just unbelievable how generous you've been there. I really love that. But I'm going to come to my Libran friend now, Starlight Cosmic Voyager. Do you want to drop your real name into the chat for me, please? Oh, Shannon, did I pick a card out? No, I didn't pick a card out for you, Shannon. So I will pick a card out for you as well. This is the card that comes up for you. And this is my own deck of cards that I'm using here. I launched them about 6 months ago. They're called the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. And they feature 7 different galactic races, archangels, and ascended masters. And they're actually a color therapy stroke numerology deck of cards as well. So they can help you to learn all about those things as well. But the card that's there for you is the Angel of Transformation, card number 33. And this is Archangel Seraphina. I love this card. So this is all about a spiritual awakening that's taking place within you right now. That's probably why you quit your job, you know, and you started doing your soul work, because you've been through a major spiritual awakening. And this is love and emotional healing as well. So you're going through a process of probably healing some of the old woundings of the wounded aspects of the inner child. So often when the orange and pink ray merge together, this is a healing of old trauma in your life. So, you know, recognizing that your betrayers or your baddies were the ones that loved you enough at a soul level to help you to learn forgiveness. So, you know, you would never really incarnate with shock, trauma, or abuse if at a soul level you didn't have the need to learn forgiveness. And that could be part of your, you know, your spiritual awakening, which can take place, you know. So it's kind of recognizing that everybody that comes into your life has signed a contract that says, whatever it takes, I'm going to help you to heal. So, you know, your biggest betrayers are often your biggest advocates, and the ones that, you know, become your best teachers. There we go. Oh, well, Shannon, it's a joy meeting with you. If you'd like me to create your 22-page tailor-made Starseed Numerology report as well, I'm more than happy to do one for you too. To claim that, just click the link in the description and that'll take you through to order that nice and securely through my online shop for only 59 Australian dollars on the special offer. And then just remember to send me a birth dates, all right? And give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right. So it's Jennifer, is it? Ah, brilliant. Okay, you're next up then, yeah? And Jennifer says, I had a 6-month abrupt awakening 6 months ago, and it was sink or swim. Aha, well, you see, that card possibly applied to you as well, because there was a bit of a crossover going on there, wasn't there, between Shannon and Jennifer. So interesting that that came for both of you, you know, as a major influence, which is super cool, isn't it? I love that. All right. So we are coming to you next. Brilliant. Oh, whereabouts did you say that you're watching from, Starlight? Where are you actually watching from? where are you watching from in the world? I'm just trying to find your date of birth again there now, so just bear with me a second. We've got Shannon, we've got the Starlight Cosmic Warrior. There you are. Got you. Okay. So born on the 4th of October 1991. Beautiful. 1991. And it's Jennifer. Okay, so you've got a day number 4. You've got a life path number 9, 10, 19, 25. So you're a 7. And then your year is a 6. So you got the 4. You got 1, 2, 3 1s and 2 9s as well. Ah, very good. Okay, so this is your chart. So you've got that beautiful explorative 7 energy as your life path, the seeker of truth. So no wonder you called Starlight Cosmic Warrior. I've got a day number 7, you know, so the 7 is very Atlantis. It's very Neptune, the Roman god of the sea, but all number 7. So it's this turquoise ray. So in color therapy, the turquoise ray connects up with timelines in Atlantis. So you may have come in with lots of soul gifts and memories that resurface for you as you move through your timeline as Jennifer, you know. So, you know, this could be working with crystals, crystal grids, Reiki, energy healing, sound therapy, or you may go into psychology or psychiatry, you know, or because you love exploring the subconscious. The 7 likes to go deeply into information. So you won't just scratch the surface. You like going really deeply into it all. So you'd make a good teacher as well, because a 7 like you needs to learn through your own experiences. So no one can tell you how to live your life. You kind of got to do it your own way. And even if that means that sometimes you have to fall, dust yourself off, get back up again, it's just how you operate. So, you know, you are big time the seeker of truth, but you're also a supporter of the underdog. Remember, 7 is about justice and equality. So many 7s find themselves drawn into the legal services or even the judiciary system as well. And there you go. So 7 has been your favorite number for some reason. Well, yeah, it's interesting because 7 has always been my favorite number as well. And it's my day number. So you've also got the arrow of hypersensitivity in your birth chart. Look at that. So you're definitely an empath, super sensitive to what people say. You know, you can get really deeply offended when people say stupid stuff that they don't even think about, that might not even mean anything intentionally by. And, you know, it can upset you a little bit. And there's your Libra as well. Well, Librans like balance and harmony in relationships. You know, we're ruled by Venus, the planet of love. So whenever there is, you know, sort of any form of like confrontation or discrepancies or out of balance and disharmonic environments, is that even a word? Then you fall to pieces, you know. But you see, you've got a beautiful day number 4. And this means that you're very practical as well. So as mentioned before, 4s can make amazing teachers, but also they're very good with business as well. So it's a very practical aspect to who you truly are, very grounded, quite traditional and conservative in your values. You work hard, you know, there's a sense of routine and all of this as well. So, oh, hello, Jessica. Nice to have you here with me today as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we'll get to you as well today during today's live, and we'll have a look at doing some insights for you too. Now, you've got the arrow of the inquirer in your birth chart there, Jennifer, which is the lack of the 7, 5, and 3. Now, this means you're a bit skeptical when it comes to new concepts, ideas, or even people until you've got evidence that they're being genuine and authentic. Once you get like evidence, you know, through being a bit of a Miss Marple, once you've got your proof, you're a total and utter convert. But it's almost like you need proof before you believe anything about anyone or anything. So it's called the arrow of the inquirer. You're also a very ambitious person and you carry a big sense of responsibility, quite an idealist. Remember, the 9 is a lot of wisdom, because the 9 carries the weight of the numbers that go before it. So whenever you've got 2 9s in your birth chart, it kind of amplifies and compounds the wisdom, you know, within the truth of who you are. Now, you'll also be somebody who might be a bit more of a shrinking violet, Jennifer. So you're a bit more shy rather than wanting to be the center of attention. You may struggle sometimes to be able to really verbalize how you're feeling internally. So, you know, when you're hypersensitive like that and you've got those 3 1s, you can be a little bit more reserved, a bit more quiet. That can come up for that. And this year you're in your personal year 6, Jennifer. So when you get to a 6, it's a great year of redecorating, you know, beautifying either yourself or your environment. So you may want to reinvent yourself this year. You may want to redecorate. You might want to spend some more good quality time at home with your family. In general, your home comes under scrutiny in your personal year 6. So in whatever way that plays itself out. So it's really important to give yourself lots of self-love and self-care this year specifically, and not try and like rescue everybody else around you. There you go. So there you go. So Jennifer says, that's so funny. I'm having a glow up as we speak. What's a glow up? What does that even look like? There you go. It's terminology this guy doesn't know, and I should do probably. I don't even know what a glow up is. There you go. It is your turn, Miss Rose. That's right. It is your turn. So lovely to have you here with me today. I'm just going to pick a card out for Jennifer from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. This is the one that comes up for you, my love. And you got the Ascended Master Hilarion. So he's the Chowan, or the master of the green ray, the 5th green ray of healing, knowledge, and truth. So whenever Hilarion comes up, it's powerful because it's a time where you may need to integrate and get a bit of space, some of your own heart-related healing. So setting healthy boundaries. You know, if you've been through some sort of like heartache or some challenges, you know, or some issues even physically that need healing within your life, then it's almost like a message to sort of, you know, sort of maybe you're starting to understand the truth, you're gaining knowledge, understanding the truth, and it's making you need to set healthy boundaries and integrate some of your own heart-related healing. Yeah. So it means getting prettier, self-care, taking care of myself. That's what I mean. Oh, yeah. Well, that's brilliant. Well, good for you. Good for you. Well, I hope it's all looking very good. Yeah. We all like having a bit of a glow up every now and again, don't we? Okay. So we're coming to you next, Jade. Okay. So And your real name is Jade. You're from the US of A and in the state of Arizona. Ah, beautiful. How cool. And you're a Leo. My sun, my rising, and your moon. Ah, okay. Oh, how cool. I love that. Oh, well, that's beautiful, isn't it? I love it. Oh, hello, Tina. How are you? It's lovely to have you here with me today. Tina Michelle Briggs. Wonderful to see you. How are you? You're okay? Oh, how have you been? How have you been? Okay, so we are coming to you next. There you go. Ah, there you go. So Linda says, my cosmic wonder twin lives in Arizona. I helped her move there in 2021. I'm moving to Arizona this year. We've been planning to do it now for 5 years. We started a wellness hotel. I'm so excited. I love hearing that. Well done to you, Linda. And thank you so much for sharing that as well. Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I had a lovely cruise. I went on a lovely cruise up to Lemuria on the Celebrity Edge. So I had an amazing trip, and then I got back and I was sick for a week because I caught a bug on the plane. So I've been coughing for a whole week, but I've started feeling normal again today. So you've caught me when I am doing great. Thanks for asking, Tina. Yeah, no, it was a great trip. It's going to be on Hayden and Mark's Travels. That's my travel channel on YouTube if you don't know. So I go to soulful destinations with my husband, and we create videos of our travels. So you might like that as well, if you if you dig in my vibe, if you know what I mean. Okay, so there you are. So here we go. So we've got Jade, who is next up on today's live. So Jade, born on the 17th of August, 1994. Okay, so Jade, you've got a beautiful day number 8. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 23, 32, 39. So there's a 3. Ah, there you go. I love you already, Jade. You're very performative. The 3 is the creative, so you love music, lyrics, poetry, the arts, writing, the healing arts. All of those are going to really appeal to you. The 3s are very expansive, and they tend to be very performative. They like to perform because the 3 relates to the planet Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. So it wants expansion, and so do you. So you really want to stand up in the world and claim your spot. But in order to do that, you might need to overcome issues of low self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and lack of self-worth as well. Hello to Agua de Mandragora as well. Nice to have you here with me today as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you here today. Oh, there you go. Oh, you've been watching me, Tina, have you? I've been watching you. Yeah, so that 3 energy, not only is it very intelligent and creative, it's very analytical as well. So you'll be somebody who sometimes goes into analysis paralysis. You're also somebody that can be quite critical, mainly of yourself, but sometimes other people as well. So you have to watch that. 3s can get a little bit down in the dumps as well, especially when you're living, negatively. You might get a bit depressed, but that's actually where you get your material for your creative projects. So 3s often, go through the dark night of the soul in order to be able to come out stronger and to tap more deeply into their creative gifts as well. Now, for you, you can actually express that beautiful creativity that you've got through your hands. You've got the arrow of practicality, which is all the numbers on the physical plane, which means that you like active participation in life. So you're a bit of a doing person. You like being actively involved in life in general. So often this can manifest as you being aligned with the material, practical, and organizational aspects of life too. Now, as a day number 8, your gift is your management ability. So you're very independent. You like to be in control, and you'd make a really good money manager, man manager, or project manager. So, the 8 actually relates to the planet Saturn, which is this beautiful lilac over violet bottle in the color mirrors. Saturn is old father time, bottle number 8. So it means that you like building your future on solid foundations. So you're kind of prepared to do the hard yards. You'll build your house on the rocks where it'll stay up, not on the sand where it'll fall down. So, the eights can be very methodical in the way they go about their projects. My husband's an eight. And, if you come to our house, everything's got its place. So it's like single white female. When you open the pantry, all the tins are facing forward. It's a bit like, oh my God, I've entered, scary movie. But there is this sense of methodology. Now, eights are very good at giving financial advice and guidance to other people, but they tend not to follow their own financial advice and guidance. And actually, to be fair, you'd make a good business analysis or a financial analyst as well, because that 3 being the analyst as well as the creative, and the 8 being very, very much the manager, and good with like the financial aspects of life as well. You're always on the go as well. So you've got the arrow of activity in your birth chart, the 7, 8, and 9, which means that you're always zipping around all over the place, doing loads and loads of different things with loads and loads of different people. And one of the big lessons for people with the arrow of activity is to slow down. So I always say to guys like you is like, surround yourself with people that are a bit more relaxed, because they will remind you can do that too. And it's okay just to do that. You're a very wise old soul as well. And very traditional and conservative in some of your values as well. Now, your year that you're in this year is an 8, 9, 10, 17 is an 8. So it's a great year for looking at your finances, and especially for a day number 8. You'll love this year because you'll be like, oh, how can I get organized so I feel more in control and feel more independent? So you'll be looking at how you're making money, how you're spending money, how can you refine all of that as well, so that you can, start maybe stashing a bit away for a rainy day. You're very welcome. So Miss Rose goes, thank you so much. You're so welcome. I'm glad that's connected with you. There we go. I'm going to pick a card out for you from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards next. All right. So this one is for you, Jade. And there we go. Hopefully this is going to be meaningful for you. You got the Lyran Healer. The Lyran Healer. This is Vega. And this is about ancestral healing. And releasing patterns of martyrdom. So it may be that, part of your healing at the moment is to look into the family gene pool and looking at patterns of martyrdom that have maybe been passed down through, behaviors within the family, especially on the feminine side. I find that this pattern seems to emerge. So, is there a way that maybe you can look at healing, your ancestry 7 generations back and 7 generations into the future by clearing your timelines? Maybe that's something to look at. There you go. And oh wow, your spirit team has been telling you this for years. Has it really? Well, there you go then. So maybe it's time to start listening then. Interesting. Hello, Spaceman. Nice to have you here with me today. It's nice to have another conscious male in today's live. What's your name? We'll definitely have a look at doing a reading for you today as well. Yeah, there you go. And you want to request one for your daughter that was born a month ago. Oh, beautiful. Well, congratulations. What's her name? That sounds beautiful. There you go. And Miss Rose Jade says, I'm an artist and I draw comics. Oh, well, there you go. There's your creative energy. I love that. You've got some good business acumen as well, haven't you? That's so cool. And her name is called Lola. She's called Lola. Ah, wonderful. Yes, I'll pop you in line. There you go. So hello to Agua as well. Says, I appreciate getting some insight too. I was born on May the 4th, 1993. I also ask if our numerology says anything about our cosmic origin. Yeah, so that's what I specialize in, actually, Agua de Mandragora. So it does, but I also need to bring in the major influences in your astrology, as well as some of the color influences that you have as well. So it's actually based around using ancient Hopi techniques, the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart at the time that you're born. So the Native American Indians, the Hopi, have an intimate relationship with the Galactic Federation of Planets, and they actually taught them how to map the soul's journey as it descends on the Earth through the different dimensions of consciousness and constellations and galaxies as well. So yeah, it's actually based around the position of your sun, in your astrological natal chart at the time that you're born. And that is what reveals not only your galactic origins, but also where else you've incarnated on your path to coming onto the earth plane. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So Linda goes, he does a great report about the cosmic origins. So I can tell you all about that as we go through today's live. Okay. Now, Jade, you know, if you loved your reading today and you'd like me to do your full Starseed Numerology report for you as well, which again reveals your galactic origins, past life implications, and karmic lessons, then just click the link in the description. That'll take you through to order that nice and securely on the special offer price of only 59 Australian dollars, and then send me birth dates, birth date, time, place of birth, and living name, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. Okay, so who was next in line? Let's have a look. So we had Miss Rose, who we've had a look at. I think it's you, isn't it? Linda, the dancing queen, the dancing deer, rather. Born on the 27th of May. Oh, I didn't realize you were born on the same year as me as well. There you go, all the best people, born in 1972. And then we'll come to you, Sadie. All right, so we're going to have a look at Linda. Then we're going to have a look at Sadie. And then we're going to come down and we're going to have a look at Jessica. And then we're going to have a look at, let's have a look. Well, we're going to have a look at doing Spaceman, and then we're going to have a look at doing Agua. All right, so there you go. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Jessica goes, I love this, it's so exciting. And that's right, Linda, 1972 was a phenomenal year. It really was. It really was a phenomenal year, wasn't it? Excellent. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so do you know what I might do for you? Because I've done your report for you in the past, I'm going to look at your personal year that you're in, but I'm going to do a reading for you using the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. All right, I'm going to do a 3-card reading for you. So instead of looking at your numerology, all right, now your personal year that you've entered this year is a 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. You're in a 6 this year. So this is the best year for you to focus around the home and the family. So maybe doing some creative projects around the home, spending more quality time at home with your family, maybe redecorating or even reinventing, you know, the way that you're presenting yourself to the outside world. Like we saw with Cosmic Wanderer or Cosmic Voyager, she was having a bit of a what do you call it? A zazz up or something, a bit of a glow up. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time, Linda. Maybe your edges are getting a bit worn. You know, it could be time for a bit of a spruce up. Who knows? But you know, it might just be that you need to spend more time loving and self-caring for you or your family. So the cards that come up for you then are Celiano, the Pleiadian warrior, and there you go. So this is an interesting card because it's about the inability to feel or frozen emotions. So whenever Celiano comes in, it can be that, you know, like when you were a kid, you used to be able to laugh out loud until you felt like your belly was going to explode, or you used to be able to cry until your eyes felt like they were going to pop out your head. And then as you get older, you're a bit like, well, hang on, my range of emotions is a bit limited now. So I feel a bit meh, you know, like all the time, because you kind of shut down your emotions, don't you? Well, I do anyway. I don't know about you, but anyway, this is suggesting that maybe, you know, you need to do something that's going to reopen the spectrum of feelings, so the heights and the range of emotions that you're feeling. Maybe do some breath work or some Reiki or anything like that that's going to get you more in touch with how you're storing your emotions in your physical body, and that's going to open you back up to, you know, to sort of higher levels of spiritual development as well as cosmic awareness as well. So interesting that card has come up. Yeah, there you go. And oh, there you go. So Agua says, interesting. I didn't know about Hopi and the link with this. Thank you. Yeah, the Hopi. Well, of course, you know, a lot of the indigenous tribes, you know, have just got a direct line, you know, to the Galactic Confederation of Planets, haven't they? So Linda, you also have got the Orion Genius Mintaka that's come up for you. And this is about using logic and intellect and analysis with regards to anything that you've got going on at the moment, which seems to contradict the card that we've just done. It's almost like your emotions have shut down and you're maybe using more logic and intellect and analysis right now instead. So maybe maybe it's meant to be like that for you at the moment. You've got to kind of use your cognitive left brain and rationalize and get evidence, instead of going on your emotions. So maybe that's all happening for a reason. That's the feeling that I'm getting when I'm looking at these cards, that you've got to use, you sort of mind over your emotions, your thoughts over your emotions at the moment. Oh, and interesting, the Hadean Warrior Palizo has come up for you as well, which is about burnout, extreme fatigue, and despair. So maybe you've kind of burnt yourself out a little bit recently. Maybe you've been doing too much. Maybe you've been exhausted, and it's like you kind of burnt your central nervous system out a little bit, and you need to take some time out for you. That's the feeling that I'm getting with this. It's like maybe you've just worn yourself out because you've been doing too much for everybody else, trying to set up this wellness hotel. Maybe you need to check yourself into it. Check yourself into your own wellness hotel, Linda. It sounds like it, doesn't it? There you go. And Linda says, yeah, I was just thinking about that today, how I've become numb to everything, isn't it? I feel like that as well. I've also reconnected with my family recently. I've been in a more masculine energy, taking care of so many. I think you need to give yourself some of your own motherly nurturing energy. I really do. As a 27-9, remember you're a 27-9, so you're here to be of service, but we tend to overgive. Nines tend to give more than they receive back. I've witnessed this now for years, being in this occupation, for 12 years now. I give so much and I get very little back in return. It's really interesting to observe, but I don't do it for that. I don't give to receive. But yeah, I noticed that there can be an imbalance, especially if you're 29/11. Okay. So who are we coming to next? Hopefully that's connected with you. If you love the cards, by the way, they are available for sale as well on my website, which is Dreamtime Academy, spelled with a double E, dreamtime-academy.com. And I ship those globally. So they're brilliant for anybody who loves anything Starseed. Excellent. Okay, so Sadie, I believe you're next. Are you still there, Sadie, or have you nodded off or given up? You've been waiting a little while, haven't you, Sadie? Bless your little heart. Oh, let me have a look at exploring your birth chart next. Sadie, nice to meet you, Sadie. There you go. Now, don't forget, if you're watching today's live with me today, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also like this video as well, because it just helps it push it up in the YouTube algorithm. So yeah, I'd really appreciate that. If you're really enjoying today's live, is to do that. If you've enjoyed your reading today as well during the live, then remember I'm also able to accept live chat gifts as well. So if you've resonated with what I've said and you want to show some appreciation, it does help me feed my dogs that are sitting down there looking at me going, I need food. So yeah, there you go. So are you still there? There you go. Your team has been screaming at me to focus more on what I need now. I give so much of my time and energy to everyone else. Thank you. I always appreciate you. Good. There you go. There you go. So Jade says, Dancing Deer is born the same year as my mom, even the same month. Wow. How good is that? Well, you could be her daughter from another mother, brother from another mother, mother from another sister. I can't remember what you say with that now. There you go. Are you still there, my love? Are you still there? Oh, I think she might have gone. I had a feeling that Sadie might have gone. Sadie, are you still there? If you can go yes, Hayden. Otherwise, I'm going to come to you, Jessica. Jessica, Domagala. Jessica Domagala. We're going to have a look at doing you next. Thank you, Linda. Yeah. My husband and my pups are doing really well. Thank you for asking. There you go. I've always loved watching you when you got your first baby and then your second. Yes, they are my babies, actually. It's interesting because when I was talking to Debbie Solaris for Cosmic Conversations this morning, she was talking about her cat and how she learned that her cat was an ascended master from Sirius and had come in to help her. And a cat became like a healer that she took around to loads of different places to be able to help heal people that have been through trauma. It was an amazing story. Really, really powerful. And I always thought that Monty and Bailey are like ascended masters that have come in from different constellations as well. Yeah. Oh, you are there. Brilliant. Excellent. All right. Then we're with you then next, Jessica. Does anyone else feel like their pets are little mini ascended masters, you know, or of their starseeds themselves? So I mean, I wasn't 100% sure that pets could be starseeds, but I know that now for sure that they can be. So you're born on the 4th of May or the 5th of April. If you could just confirm that for me, please, Jessica, before we get cracking with your birth chart. I'm guessing it's the 4th of May, is it? 1984. So you've got a day number 4, you've got a life path 9, 10, 18, 19, 22, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 is a 4 as well. There you go. So you're a double 4. So it's April the 5th. Right. Okay. April the 5th. Okay. So day number 5 and a life path number 4. You've got the 9, the 8, 2 4s, a 1 and a 5. And then you're in a 5 is a 10 is a 1. There you go. So there you go, Jessica. There you go. You reckon you're Yorkie? Without a doubt. Her name is Shiva. Oh, and she's born on the 5th as well, is she? There you go. Oh, it's you that's born on the 5th of it. I was going to say, I thought you meant your Yorkie was born on the same day as you. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So yeah, so you've got a beautiful life path number 4. Now, remember, the 4s are very practical. They're very good with business. They make amazing teachers. So you are very connected to the earth plane. You know, if you think about the 4 as being Uranus, the planet of the future, but it's also connected to the earth as well. So it's a very grounded aspect. You know, so 4s are very practical people. They work hard, they're traditional and conservative, you know, in some of their values. You know, and they're just naturally very good with business. So there is a desire for routine, for working hard, you know, for progressing. 4s often get into trouble with authority figures, believe it or not. And I don't know why this is, because 4s like to be the authoritarian. Maybe that's why they seem to want to follow protocol and do things right, but they often get blamed by authority figures for things that they've not even done, which is so interesting, you know, especially when you've got 2 4s, you know, this amplifies that connection to the earth plane for you. So you've got to be careful in your life that you don't become too greedy or covetous. Otherwise, you know, you might risk, you know, like losses later on down the track. So very important lesson that for people with 2 4s, actually. However, saying that, you know, your life path number, sorry, your day number is a 5, which is that beautiful mercurial energy of Mercury, the bottle Mercury, which is this gorgeous emerald green ray. All right. So these are your soul colors. You've got your 4 and your 5. So there's a lot of green in your soul colors, isn't there? Lots of green. So this can bring in past life connections in ancient Greece or even ancient Grecian past lives as well, and particularly lives where you may have given your power away. Okay, so for you, this means that in this incarnation, you need to travel. All right, so you need to explore, you need freedom. So it's interesting because you're a 4. 4s need security, safety, routine, discipline, business. The 5s want to just jump on a plane and go off and explore. So you've got those 2 aspects to your personality blueprint. Sometimes you just want to like head down, bum up, work hard, get cracking, do well in business. And other times you just want to go, right, I just want to throw caution to the wind and I just want to go off and explore the world. You see, very important for fives as well to be honest with themselves about what it is that they truly want. So you need to be honest with yourself about what you want from your life. You're a very good mimic. You know, you're somebody that would be able to mimic other people's behavior and get to their same level of expertise quicker than they could if you apply yourself to it. And so you've really got to make sure you surround yourself with people that are at the top of their game. But also, you know, you've got to make sure that the people that you have around you allow you to express yourself freely. So you've got to really learn to kind of like let go of old identities, express yourself freely with the people around you as well, which is going to be really important. And I do feel that because you've only got 1-1 within your birth chart, this can mean that there is a little bit of a restriction around the throat chakra. So expressing that driving intensity of feeling that comes from the 5, because the 5 is the center of the emotional plane, can be quite problematic for you sometimes. This year, you're going to have a great year of new opportunities. You know, I can see, you know, maybe moving house or changing your job or getting out of an old relationship this year. It's the freshest form of spring rebirth when you enter into a personal year 1. So remember, we kind of travel in 9-year cycles in numerology, and we go through peaks and troughs during that time. So, you know, there are times to make changes and decisions, and other times it's best not to. This year specifically for you, this is a great year to move forward, fast forward motion. Really powerful with that. So interesting. Yeah, you know, I'd say that, you know, a lot of 5s, because of that energy of freedom, the freedom seeker, they often find themselves drawn into, you know, sort of being interested in the holistic subjects as well. Interesting that you got the Arcturian Warrior, card number 4, which is your life path number. This is Zwanj. Now, remember what I was saying about masculine power or authority figures? This is having trouble with authority. Yeah. So maybe, you know, that's the boys in blue, or it could be like the parentals, or it could be teachers, or anyone, or bosses, you know, anything like that. You don't like other people asserting their male energy over you, you know, because it's almost like then you'll have problems with authority. And I find a lot of the indigo children don't like that, because we've come to the earth to create change. And of course, whenever there's somebody trying to tell you to conform to old paradigms, then it can feel quite restrictive, you know. So yeah, interesting card to come up for you, Jessica. So yeah, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. I'd be interested to get your feedback. Who's next up on today's live next? I can't remember now. I think we've got Agua who's here, but I think we also, just before, we have Spaceman. We want to have a look at doing your daughter, don't we? Yeah. So excellent. Your daughter Lola, isn't it? It's Lola. Are you still there? And she's born on the 29th of the 1st, 2026. Beautiful. So a day number 11 and a life path 2 for is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22. Oh, okay. So it's a double master number. You probably knew all this already, did you? Yeah? She's a starseed for sure, but she's also like a rainbow child. I feel like maybe her soul has come directly through from source to the earth plane, or directly through from like, you know, maybe directly through from somewhere like the Pleiades, potentially. Yeah. There you go. Should you worry about the card? Not at all. No, don't worry about the card. No, this is just something to be mindful of, you know, that you, you know, it's about tapping into the masculine side, maybe about you tapping into the masculine side of your own energy. But, you know, trouble with authority figures means that you just are not somebody that can be told what to do. You don't like being told what to do. And so, you know, there can be sometimes resistance that comes through authority figures, but nothing to worry about. No. Hello, Lydia Robles. How are you? It's good to see you here today as well. There you go. Oh, you've been feeling overwhelmed lately. Yeah, I can pick a card out for you, my love. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry to hear that. What's been going on? There you go. Are you still there, spaceman? Are you still there, my friend? Let me have a look. And it's Lola. Just before we get cracking with having a look at Lola. But I can say that Lola, yeah, is a double master number. So she's very, very sensitive, very sensitive. And as I said, you know, she may have come directly through from source. A beautiful energy, actually, you can see. So she's a master builder. So she's going to end up working for a humane organization that works towards the betterment of humanity. And she's a guide for humanity as well. So she'll end up being clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, possibly telepathic. I can imagine her working well with animals because she understands how they feel. Loves her home and family as well, but she may have difficulties with verbal self-expression initially. So she may find it challenging really talking about her own emotions because she's deeply, deeply sensitive, you see. But the 1122, the double master number people have come in with a big purpose. Yeah. So, you know, if you're watching the replay of this, then just know that, you know, you are, you've got to be aware that she is a different type of human. She is, you know, just evolved. So evolved. She's an old soul. So she's a very old soul that's come to the planet to help guide humanity forward into the new earth. So beautiful. Hey. So best of luck with Lola. I'm going to come next to, because I think that Spaceman must have gone. So I'm going to have a look at exploring Agua next. So I'll just find your date of birth, but I'm just going to scroll upwards and just see if I can. There it is. So what did you say your real name was, my love? So you're born on the 4th of May, 1993. Okay, brilliant. So you've got a beautiful day number 4, and you've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 22, 27, 28, 29, 31 is a 4. You're a double 4. Lots of 4s today, I've noticed as well. So you're also a very practical person. You know, you're very good with business. You're very grounded, you know, quite traditional and conservative in some of the values. You'll work hard for the things that you get. Sometimes I found with the 31 4s, they can be a bit of a hermit. So you may sometimes find you want to just retreat away from the madding crowds, you know, to integrate some of your own heart-related healing as well that can come up. Ah, that's a beautiful name, Lucia. Yeah. That's an Italian name, isn't it? So yeah, you've got the 4 and then you've got the 3 in there as well. Okay, so this is what your chart looks like. So your soul colors are through and through, you know, the 4 energy, which is Uranus, the planet of the future. So many 4s, you know, you can focus too much on the material aspects of life. You'd make a good teacher. You'll be very good in business. Sometimes the 4s are very good with their hands, or they're going to the trades or the manual arts. But you're also a very determined person, you know, so you've got great persistence. You're a very wise old soul, and you carry a big sense of responsibility, but you may sometimes have difficulties expressing your own feelings. Now, again, that issue with authority figures can come up with you as well, because 4s tend to, for some reason, often be targeted by authority figures because, you know, they don't like 4s for some reason, because they get threatened by them, or there's some sort of vibe like that goes on with 4s. 4s are often, as I said, very good with business. They can make very good managers as well. I do feel like you may struggle sometimes a little bit to express how you feel as well. You know, so you're very physical. You know, you might be good as a personal trainer, really good at looking after the physical body, and the physical aspects of life are going to be very important to you. So a lot of the time when that comes in, it's like you like going to the gym, or you like sports and keeping physically fit. You know, the physical aspects of life are going to very much be illuminated. And then the year that you're in this year, Lucia, is a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is a 1. So yeah, you're right at the beginning of a new 9-year cycle. So lots of fresh new spring rebirth energy, moving house, changing job. If I was to sort of go off intuition about your galactic lineage, I would connect you with Lyra, because a lot of the 4 double 4 people, because there is this this sort of aspect of you that aligns with the base chakra stuff. The Lyran energy, the red energy, is very much in alignment. So again, you know, sort of that physical expression of life. But often Lyran starseeds can come in with unresolved trauma as well, which can affect them physically, specifically around, I think, the central nervous system. So you can see that you've got actually Wezen, which is about being brave under pressure. The Syrian warrior, another warrior card, number 4, which is your life path and your day number. So a lot of the 4 energy that's coming up for you today. So at the moment, you do have to put your big girl panties on and be brave under pressure. So, you know, you may be called to do a bit of a fire walk, where you kind of metaphorically walk across the hot coals to get to the other side. So you've got to kind of go into faith and have a lot of courage. So really tapping deeply into your own power and courage. Have the courage of your convictions right now is going to be really important for you as well. Okay. Oh, well, hopefully that's connected with you. Leave us a comment and let me know. And we'll be interested to get your feedback. I am going to just do a quick card pull for Lydia Robles as well, whilst we're here in today's live as well. And this is the card for you, the Ascended Master Melchizedek, who's on the 12th Pearl Ray of Divine Unity. So this card often asks you to move out of judgment, because it's judgment that keeps you in separation. Stop judging yourself, stop judging other people, stop judging the world around you. It's really important, because Melchizedek is the king of righteousness. And when we stop judging, we tend to judge as a human race everything that's not like ourselves. But when we do that, we keep ourselves isolated or separate from the external other. So one of the quickest ways to unity consciousness and the reunion of our cosmic families is by releasing judgments on anything in life. Okay, so maybe that's just something that's you know, that's coming up for you today, Lydia. Maybe you've been judging your life as not being perfect. And also the Andromedan warrior, and that's about transforming unexpressed anger. Nimbus, transforming unexpressed anger. So maybe, you know, sort of instead of bottling things up, go off to the tallest hill you can find and scream out loud and let it all out. You know, that could be a very good exercise for you to do. And don't bottle anger up. We are humans. We are supposed to express anger. And you may find by doing that, it's going to help you to release a lot of the old grief, because anger is just a mask to grief, isn't it? All right, my loves. Well, hopefully that's connected with you. Guys, if you loved your readings today and you'd like me to do your full Starseed Numerology reports for you, I'll keep the special offer open for about the next hour to give you guys a chance to head over and claim your special offer on the full report. And you can do that by clicking the link in the description. And you'll be then prompted to send me your date, time, place of birth, and living name. You'll receive an automated email that will request that information. And then once I've received that, if you can give me 3 to 5 business days just to create the reports for you, that would be fantastic. All right. You're very welcome, Lydia. Hopefully you've all enjoyed today's live. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you didn't get the chance to have a reading with me, for any reason whatsoever today, by any stretch of the imagination, make sure you pop back into a live when I go live later on. Potentially I'll be going live tomorrow on my YouTube channel as well, and also my TikTok channel as well. And there you go. So Lucia says, so precise. I'm 100% a hermit, but a nomad. I teach metaphysics from my little cave, do you? And express through physicality. And yep, Lucia is Italian. I love that. Well, there you go. Well, I'm so pleased that's connected with you, my love. And it's really been a joy and a pleasure and an honor connecting with you all today. Thank you so, so much, guys. And I'll see you on the flip side. Don't forget to share this live with people that you love in your life, that you feel would benefit from having some insights with me today. So, and Lucia says, wait, Lyran, today I asked my Akashic records, where your soul is from, and I saw a blue humanoid Egyptian cat. There you go. There you go. A blue humanoid. So that sounds very sort of, it's almost like a hybrid Lyran Arcturian. Yeah. But if you want confirmation on that, remember, Lucia, order your full Starseed Numerology report by claiming the special, and I'll send you the report through, which will clarify your suspicions. It'll either confirm or deny them anyway. All right. Big love, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.